smaller type of a shaky head there, just an incredible fish catcher. And here is the Magnum shaky head. Now what this is a Magnum trick worm, a Zoom Magnum trick worm. And then I've got it's about a 3/8 ounce shaky head on it with a lot bigger hook. Let me show you the difference here between the two. On the traditional shaky head with this Gamakatsu tricky head, you got a 2/0 hook and you've got the 4/0 hook here. So you can see I'm gonna put my hand up there. You can see the difference between the two. It's just basically a giant shaky head is what it is. So let's talk a little bit about how to rig it first. And then we're gonna get into the main thing about it, where you wanna fish it at, because it's really about where you wanna fish it at. Now here's the Zoom Magnum trick worm. Also guys, I'll link all this stuff in my tackle warehouse link. If you guys would like to get set up with this, I'll put everything you need. If you can just use that link in the description. But I usually use green pumpkin or watermelon. Usually green pumpkin if the water visibility is sort of between 2 to 4 foot. And if the water visibility is greater than 4 feet, I'll use the watermelon. And then this some type of a larger shaky head. This one right here is made by Davis Lure Company, but I'll link a bunch of different options in my tackle warehouse link there. But you just do it the same way, guys. Just come through about, probably, 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch. You want to come out the flat side of the worm. The Zoom Magnum trick worm's got a flat side and a round side. Come out the flat side, and then you're gonna come back through, and it's gonna come out the top side. And this is one of the critical things about it, guys. This is a fat worm, so come all the way out of it to where the hook is exposed like that. Get a channel going, make it where it's easy to come in and out, and then just barely, put it back in there. Just barely put the tip back in, so it's weedless like that. But you really need to make sure that you push that hook all the way through, because it's a fairly hard, large diameter worm, but you won't miss them like this. So that's the setup with it. Okay, now the next thing, let's talk a little bit about where you want to fish it and the type of equipment you want to fish it on. This is a heavy bait, because that Magnum trick worm, it's a pretty heavy worm just to begin with. It probably weighs, I'm going to guess, 1/2 ounce on its own. So based upon how big a head you have on it, this thing could weigh, close to 1 ounce. So it is not anything you want to throw on a spinning rod. So most of the time I throw it either on my flipping stick, depending upon how I'm going to talk about how I'm going to fish it, either my Megabass Alkalies flipping stick with 20-pound test Seaguar Invizix fluorocarbon, or like a 7'2" medium heavy, like that Megabass Perfect Pitch with like 15 to 17-pound line on it. I do not fish this Magnum shaky head on anything under 15-pound test fluorocarbon. So there's two different scenarios with this